All right, well, here we are. I have been working my way through CLED 989, and CLED 989 is the dissertation writing process, and it includes the research that you have to conduct, and then, of course, writing out your dissertation. I'm in week 8. It's 16 weeks. This class is actually longer than all the others, it's twice the length. And there's good reason for it because there's a lot of waiting. There's a lot of just a lot of waiting. That's really what happened with me. Doing research surveys, you have to wait for people to fill them out. It can become discouraging. It can become frustrating. Sometimes you have to send out reminder emails. Sometimes you have people who say that they're going to fill out the survey, and then later on, if you send a reminder email, they say, never mind, not going to do it. That's what happened to me. So I had a number of struggles and setbacks, different things like that, but eventually got through all of the survey, which again was mostly just waiting. There wasn't a lot to do. If your whole program is, let's say, quantitative, which my program is, my research is quantitative, and I'm just using 2 different surveys. Once the surveys are put together, once you've sent them out, there's really just waiting that happens. So waiting for weeks, sending out reminder email, and then waiting again until you get enough response to the surveys. So I've gotten enough. I stopped the survey. I closed them out, and then I needed to take that data and start to analyze it. And so that was the next period of time, and I'm still kind of in that period. I've pretty much analyzed all the data and found out the results for my dissertation. There might be a couple, calculations or analysis, some minor things that may have to happen at this point, but pretty much all of that is completed. And now I'm in the process of writing. So I'm writing chapter 4. I've got a pretty good draft of chapter 4. And next week I'm hoping to begin writing chapter 5 and get a good draft on that. In a couple weeks, I think in 3 weeks, I think it's 3 weeks from, well, I think it's 3 weeks starting next week. I think there's 3 more weeks, I'd have to look. And then I will begin sending in my drafts of my research and my dissertation. And then, of course, you've got a few weeks to try to work through that. The hope is, from what I understand, the hope is that at the end of this 16-week period, you will have your dissertation ready to go, and you will then defend. You'll be able to go into the next one. The next one is CLED 990, dissertation defense. And I haven't been told what that entails. I mean, I have a general idea of what that means. I'll present the research, present the findings, and then I'll have questions and answers, those kinds of things, and then the people will decide if I need more work to be done on the research, the dissertation, or if I pass. At that point, I have no clue what else happens. But the past 8 weeks, it's actually been longer than that because I was able to start the research before this class officially began. So it's probably been a good 2.5 to 3 months, and most of that time has been waiting, getting all the classes done. As difficult as it has been at times, the waiting is probably some of the worst. So that's kind of the progress. That's where I'm at this point. I'll make another video either as I get closer to the end or at the end, and kind of let you know what the progress is at that point. But basically, I have done a whole lot of waiting. I've done a couple weeks here now, maybe 2 weeks of actual writing and analysis of the data and those kinds of things. So now I've got a couple more weeks of writing a draft, a good draft of chapters 4 and 5. And then I've got probably another couple weeks of revising, tightening it up, and making it defense ready. As always, there's been high points and low points. I don't know that I'm at a high point. I'm not at a low point. I'm kind of in the middle at this point today. But I have to say I'm ready for this to be done. I'm tired. I'm ready to be done with this program. I'm ready to graduate. So, Lord willing, this is the final leg of the journey, and it'll go. I'm prayerful. I'm hopeful that it'll go easy. So, till next time.